All right, welcome back to the next video in the Precision Baseball tutorial series. In this video, we are going to go through the play result roll. In the previous video, we covered the pitcher-hitter interaction and the pitcher-hitter adjustment, which determines which card the roll is going to come off of, this roll here. And so we have a batter here. Let's actually go to the next guy. Let's say it's Miguel Tejada. So you can see that Miguel Tejada in 2003 was a +6 against righties and +6 against lefties. So against Freddie Garcia, who is a right-handed pitcher, we have a +6 and a -3. So 6 minus 3 is 3. That means Miguel Tejada is a 1-13 for control the at-bat. It's a 17, so that means that our control is going to come off of Freddie Garcia. So the next thing we need to do, and I like to just do all these rolls together, but I'm showing you individually one at a time. But typically I like to roll the D20 with the three D10s all together, and then just kind of figure out this so I don't have to do multiple rolls. I suggest a red, white, and blue, and to read them that way, red, white, and blue. That's super easy to remember, but you can choose your D10s by any color that you want. Just make sure that you distinguish one is the hundreds place, one is the tens place, and one is the ones place. So this most of the rolls in this game are based off of either this D20, which is a 1-20, or these three D10s that we combine together to make a 1 to 1000 roll. So for instance, this roll here would be 931. So you can see there 931 would be a 931. And so what we want to do is we want to always read these, in order each time. So red, white, and blue seems very easy, at least for Americans. That's very easy to remember, but use whatever colors you want to or whatever colors you have. You can often find hexagonal, polyhexagonal dice on Amazon. I think I got this bag of dice here, which includes many different colors in like 5 or 6 denominations. I got that for $15 or $20 on Amazon. So it's a good deal. It gives you hexagonal dice for many different colors, primary colors, swirly colors. I got some glassy colors. So oftentimes in these games, it helps me to have the colors of the teams. So that's really helpful. Or if you need to be able to distinguish between dice, also very helpful. So we're ready. Freddie Garcia, we know that the play is going to come off of Freddie Garcia's card. And so let's roll our 3 D10 dice. And in this example, we have a 7, 10. So 7, 1, 0. Let's move that up a little bit. So 710. We're looking at Freddie Garcia's card, and we're like, okay, where do we look for the 710? He's facing a right-handed batter, and so we're going to look in the red column. So right for red, red for right, and that means that we're going to find 710 here. So from 1 to 1000 is each of these columns here. This is against left-handed batters. This is against right-handed batters, and you can see that it's labeled at the top with their adjustment roll number. So against left-handed batters, we're looking for 710. And here we see that 497 to 711 is going to be a strikeout, a K. So again, in this at-bat, Freddie Garcia has gotten control of the at-bat. We read off his card, and then it's a strikeout. With a strikeout, there's nothing else to do. You simply record the strikeout and move on to the next batter. The next batter is Jermaine Dye. So I'm going to roll all of these together like I normally would, and then we'll figure everything out. So we have a 10. Jermaine Dye against right-handed pitching is a -1, so he's a little below average against righties. Freddie Garcia is better than average against right-handed batters. So we add these together, it becomes a -4. -1 minus 3 is -4. And then we subtract 4. So we say 10 minus 4 is 6. So in this case, Freddie Garcia has a big advantage over Jermaine Dye. So 1 to 6, Jermaine Dye the result will come off his card, and then 7 to 20, the result comes off Freddie Garcia's card. We see we have a 10, so that'll come off of Garcia's card, and then our roll here is a 672. And when we look against a right-handed pitching, again, we're in the strikeout range, and that is a strikeout. So 2 strikeouts in a row for Freddie Garcia. The next batter up is Rubiel Durazo. So here we have a 9. You can see up the dot there, so it's a little, hopefully you can see that pretty well. Freddie Garcia against left-handed batters, he is a +2. Durazo against right-handed pitching is a 5, so he's a 7. That's the adjustment number. 5 + 2 is 7. 10 + 7 is 17, so Rubiel Durazo will control this at bat on a roll of 1 to 17. We have a 9, so it comes off Durazo's card. And then we have a really high roll, which typically, if you're into the 900s, for most batters, it's some kind of hit. So 965, we look down here, and we see here that a double, 921 to 965, is going to be a double against right-handed pitching. So make sure that you're looking in the right column, because over here, 965 or 963 to 1000 is a home run. So against left-handed pitching, it would be a home run. Against right-handed pitching, it's a double. Now against righties, he hits 247, but he has 283 against lefties. So about a 50-point difference in OPS as well, as he hits left-handers a little bit better, which is an odd split for most hitters. So that would be a double, and that's how you read that. And in a later video, we'll talk about how to resolve what happens when it's not a strikeout, a walk, a hit by pitch. There's some different things that we need to do, and essentially hits and ground balls, fly balls, line drives, hits, those are all sort of a waterfall effect in this game. So you kind of go from one roll to another, sort of revealing what happens on the play. And it's essentially if the play moves in slow motion. A strikeout, a walk, a hit by pitch, those are like single events, like single action, I guess, single action events, where it's a strikeout, that's it. One special situation is, let's say this comes up with a on this roll we come up with a 3 of a kind, so a 666, and let's say that comes off of it's Durazo. So a 666 on Durazo's card would be into the walk range. Now anytime we get a 3 of a kind here on this result roll where we're reading on this very first roll, if this is a 3 of a kind, you should always, number one, pay attention to when it's a 3 of a kind, because that often triggers some special action. And in this case, it triggers what I call a highlight play. A highlight play features Alright, so these are our highlight plays, and you can see we have them for ground balls, but we have them for many types of plays, including a walk. So in this case, it would be a walk, and you can see fastball gets away, wild pitch, the ball bounces to the wall, or off the wall and up the third base line. If the base runner's run rating is greater than 2, then he advances 2 bases, else the runner advances 1 base. Fastball in the outside corner, the ball goes off the catcher's mitt to the backstop. If there's a runner on base, then it's a pass ball. Runners advance 1 base. So you can see that there are sort of special plays that come in, and those special plays will come in on a 3 of a kind for this roll, and that happens for a ground ball, fly ball, line drive, strikeout, and walk. Not hit by pitches and not hits. Hits have their own kind of special things that we can do for range checks. So that is the play results. And so basically this interaction between the pitcher and the hitter and the roll off the play result roll, sometimes that's going to end in just a flat action. It's a strikeout, mark it down, move to the next batter. It's a walk, hit by pitch, same thing. But when there's a hit, or when there's a ground ball or fly ball or line drive, then we have to do some other things. So that's what we'll cover in the next video.